we ended off last session. We ended off last session with the heroes have arrived at Magnamar, the city of monuments. Cordova has mysteriously vanished along with the Sandpoint Devil after a harrowing battle in which pretty much everybody almost died at least once. I think except for Billick. You guys arrived. Do what?
Do we have a map to look at, or are we just going to stare at the...
We're just going to stare. I had to actually load a handout for this. Show to players. Show to everyone. So you can enlarge that as much as you can. This is the map, the larger map of Magnamar. So we're going to pan in all like documentary style. Like, we pan in over the top of Magnamar, in a big sweeping panorama. On the western edge of the land of Varisia, along the southern reaches of a beautiful stretch known as the Lost Coast, the swampy expanse of the Mushfens and the coiling length of the Yonder Bakari River come to a stark and dramatic end in the shadow of a striking limestone escarpment jutting from the cliffs. Varisian legends have long regarded the place as a blessed resting spot for celestial messengers, and the wanderers would often visit in hopes of seeing an angel and gaining the good fortune of such a portent presaged. Yet the upthrust mast of stone itself is overshadowed by an even greater sight: the Aya Span, one of ancient Thassalon's most prominent ruins. Known also as the Giant's Bridge, this ruined causeway juts out from the sea cleft nearly 400 feet, with its ruined pilings extending further out to sea, giving the unmistakable impression of ancient grandeur. Be it the point at which angels descended from the heavens to bless their Varisian wards, or the ancient site of forgotten commerce and travel, the region has long captivated the imaginations of those who beheld it. Its position at the mouth of Varisia's mightiest river and at the southernmost safe harbor of the mainland only further ensured the site would one day host a magnificent city. Today, that city is known as Magnamar, the city of monuments. Built in the shadows of megaliths, Magnamar endlessly endeavors to surpass the overwhelming scale and grandeur of the ancient wonders that litter the Varisian landscape. A place of great opportunity, social stress, and cold beauty. The city exudes an air of a southern metropolis, seeking to rise above its ignoble beginnings as a refuge for Kavosan outcasts, to become a beacon of culture and freedom in an unforgiving land. Yet its towering monuments, elegant gardens, ostentatious architecture, and elaborate sculptures form but a cracked mask over a struggling government and a desperate people in need of heroes. We come back in on the door, the entryway of a tavern, where Billick and Musashi are already sitting inside, and Cthulhu and Nars come walking back through the door to join them. I'm gonna let you guys pick it up from there. Anybody?
Well, I'm going to jump right in. I may need to roll a couple of knowledge checks for some of the things I'm about to bring up to them.
Absolutely.
So I guess it would be knowledge planes.
Okay.
As far. So, all right. Let me go ahead and roll knowledge planes. I want to see because metagame, I know that it is, but if I know that, shit, if I know that the Sandpoint Devil was an outsider or not.
Whether he's from a different plane? Yes.
So is that all an outsider means? Is that it's from a different plane?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's what it means.
All right.
Let me double check that real quick. Outsiders can be. They come from some other plane than the material plane. Yes.
Okay.
So yes, he has the outsider classification.
Okay.
So
then,
yeah, give you that.
As the other two walk in to join them, Billick kind of, reticently says, "I may have a spell for Cordova."
Oh, do tell.
This beast that took him, if I can find its true name, I can summon it to us.
I thought we knew what it was. The Sandpoint Devil or something?
All creatures have a true name, and the name that it's known by, the Sandpoint Devil, is not this creature's true name.
Well, we're so far from Sandpoint. Do you think anyone here would have knowledge of what it would be?
I may have a way to find that out as well.
Ooh.
If I can consult the Akashic record, I may be able to find the creature's name. But there is a catch. If I summon this creature to us and we attack, the spell ends and the creature goes back to its home plane.
I'm game.
I don't know who among you might be more, and he shoots a look to Cthulhu, diplomatic. But if we can parley with this beast, we may be able to convince it to bring Cordova back.
Well, unfortunately, most of my diplomatic involves this. Grab my sword. Sorry, it's a force of habit.
And Cthulhu's walking up to the table and pulls a chair out and hears you say that. 11. And he says, I'm not very diplomatic. And shows you like one of his like fangs and just sits down. So there has to be another way for us to go about this. If the greater good is to not attack or harm the beast, then we won't to get Cordova back.
Alternatively, I could check the Akashic record and see if I can find where it took Cordova, but I can't travel between any of you.
No.
Wait, what was that?
He said he can't
broke
travel
up right
to
now.
that plane.
Oh,
okay. All right.
I have no ability to travel planes. We would have to determine this beast's true name, summon it to us, and somehow show contrition in order to get it to release Cordova to us.
well, what in the world would a thing like that want?
I could take some time in the library here. I could try to find out anything anyone knows about it, but I don't know. It likes meat.
Meat, huh? We got any more of that boar meat left over? Look over at Cthulhu.
No, he gave it all to the half-orc. See,
Oh,
halfway.
that's right.
Yeah.
You are indeed sitting in a tavern.
Well, I know, but I was being a smart ass.
Yeah. I think it'd be wise for you to go to the library and do some research. And what time is it, Jeremy?
I'd say we're probably getting on mid-afternoon. 3-4 o'clock. This is winter, so the sun will be setting in roughly 3-4 hours. But I mean, y'all still have some daylight to burn if you want to do anything.
Okay.
Okay, out of character, I do have another idea with that. It's a lot of spells, but Billick also has access to Magic Circle against evil, which prevents interplanar travel, pending a charisma check from the affected creature.
We're gonna try and out charisma this thing.
So essentially, what I would have to, it'd be a charisma check, I guess. I'd have to look into it. But so would Billick. But yeah, so essentially, I could burn all 3 of my 4th level spell slots, 3rd level spell slots rather, to summon it inside a magic circle, or find out its name, summon it, and summon it inside a magic circle. But the way that the spell planner inquiry is written, I would need a GM ruling on it, because it does say that if it's attacked, the spell ends and it returns to its plane. But I don't know if that's through its own doing or not. But I do know that a magic circle does prevent it from just teleporting or on its own shifting planes without passing that check.
So we might bargain with it if it doesn't decide to just kill us because we tried to kill it.
Can we use
Well,
Phoenix
if I
Down?
summon it into the circle in the first place, it won't be able to break the circle to attack us outright.
Now, I guess my question is, since he was holding on to Cordova, would that drag Cordova with him?
I would think only if it was still holding on to him or he was holding on to it.
You just see his arm out of the thing's mouth. Well, it was a horse, so maybe not. I mean, there's the only way we can think of right now to get it. Otherwise, I got no ideas. We are in
Exactly.
City. I have
As
no
y'all
idea
are-
who knows.
Yeah, as y'all are sitting there, you begin to hear someone boisterously saying, "No, I recognize them," as he's like pushing past somebody walking up to the to your table, and he said, "You guys, you're those Sandpoint heroes, right? I recognize you. You have the pointy ears and a snout," and he points at Cthulhu. You guys killed all those goblins, right?
Look, Cthulhu, you're famous.
What is okay? Boop 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 boop.
Is he taxing guy?
Okay, so I'm going
You
to
like to sing.
I'm going to stand up, and while I'm standing up, I'm gonna like extend like a couple of my claws and like catch him by his like belt, so it like shears straight through his like belt to make his pants fall down, and I'm gonna like push him over a little bit, and I'm gonna say, watch who you're approaching like that, so you don't know what or who we've been through to get here.
I like that you
And,
hit minimum damage.
I'm gonna sit back down.
Roll intimidate.
I'm just gonna metagame and see if my intimidate doesn't go through. I'll kill this motherfucker.
And
Never had a
Cthulhu's up on
successful
murder
gimmick.
charges.
Damn it! Alright, he's dead.
You
I'm gonna
slice
kill
through
him.
his belt. You slice through his belt, and like you nick. Give him. You don't need my leg, baby. I'm sorry. Anyways, you slice through his belt, and and a little bit of his flesh at the same time, and push him over backwards, and he hits the ground and spills his beer all over himself, and he's, oh, dude, that was awesome.
I hate
Hey,
this guy.
hey, barkeep, get these guys some beers. Beers for the Sandpoint Heroes.
Okay, for the first
Oh.
time, Cthulhu takes off his cloak and puts it over the back of his head because it's not just that Cordova isn't here, but he has just been rolling very shitty intimidates. So he just puts his hand in his head and
I think Cordova
is
might be a lot more
pondering
like
there.
pacifist Homer Simpson-y, goofy than he thought.
Yeah.
Cthulhu went from murder to meow.
Literally.
So yeah, a serving wench, comes over, and I use the term wench correctly. I mean, she's, like 85-year-old human woman, at her dress unzips for easy access, and she comes over and she puts a couple of mugs down, and she says, "Here, he's always loud. He came back talking about surviving the goblins at Sandpoint. I'll get you your beers, but I would keep quiet if I were you. You kind of tickle some people the wrong way around here." And she, walks back off. But you guys, you saw the full map of the overhead map of Magnamar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little small.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you can zoom it. You guys are in the Capital District, by the way. You are on Tavern Street. One of many of the fine drinking and overnight places of business here in Magnamar. I don't have a name
Shit,
for
we
it.
got to start paying for lodging again.
That is true. Since you are in the Capital District, it actually is. It's your betting will be a little bit more expensive than if you went down into the literal lower part of town. It came off the sea cleft and went down into the slums a little bit.
I'll say to Musashi, what do you mean pay for lodging? We have a key to...
Foxglove? That is terrible.
Yeah. Hey, it's free
That is
lodging.
awful. No, I didn't mean that. I just tried this beer and it is awful. Man,
Like,
it's
what the
disappointing.
fuck are you talking?
I forgot that we had the key to Foxglove, actually.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to put that down.
Well, was it worth the drive to get it?
Well, no, like, it would have been worth the drive to go get my good beer instead of just buying that at Publix. I'm gonna. Anyways, let's keep moving. So yeah, yes, y'all do have the keys to Foxglove, Foxglove's townhouse.
Well, Cthulhu, we do have that option. I forgot. Where is it in comparison to?
It is in the Naus region of town. This is an area, that is an area of town where a lot of nobles and traveling merchants keep seasonal homes. And so for large periods of the year, entire blocks of that district will be completely empty.
Nice and quiet. So Sashi finishes his one beer that was brought over, and I'll kind of yell at, "Hey, Winch, come here a minute."
She comes over to you and stands with her hand on her hip and rolls her eyes. My name is Becky. What?
Well, I'm sorry, Becky. Where is it? I'm gonna roll a
Becky the Winch,
diplomacy here.
yes.
Huh? The
It's a
what?
family name.
The winch.
I'll roll diplomacy with her and be like, "Hey, sorry, Becky, but you mentioned earlier we rub people the wrong way. Can you tell me why that is? And it should be
yes.
we be wary of something."
No, it's just people come in from all the time from out of town and boasting about being great heroes, and really they're not much of anything here in the City of Monuments. I mean, there's a lot of rather formidable people here, if you know what I mean, and some of them take offense to, out of towners boasting about their prowess.
Now, did the town ever hear about everything that went down at Sandpoint?
Oh, of course, about the raid, and well, I assume it must be you gentlemen took out that goblin encampment. Yes, it's quite an interesting ordeal. What? Well, there also, if this is true, this might be a reason for some of the animosity towards you directly. Did y'all implicate Magnamarian local named Foxglove in this scheme of yours?
Kinda.
See, now Foxglove is a well-respected man here in Magnamar. If you besmirched his name or, God forbid, caused him any harm, then you might have some real trouble.
Well, the unfortunateness is he did it to himself. That's all I'm gonna say for now. But yeah, our other compatriots might divulge a little more than I'm willing to.
She looks around the table. What, do you men have something to say about our one of our friends, my normal patron, Alden? His wife stays in this city all the time. I see her, multiple times a week out buying flowers and picking up groceries.
Wait a minute.
No. They're talking. She
Casey's
throws
writing
up her
something.
hands and Oh, Casey's writing something. What's wrong with your mic? On the phone with work.
Oh.
He's a murderer. Is that what Narsh says? Okay. Well, she is flushed and her jaw opens wide. Well, I never. Alden Foxglove is a friendly and kind man. He's never raised a hand to anybody in anger. I see him last. Oh, I saw him moving around his villa, or not his villa, coming and going from the Naus region just earlier last week. And his wife as well, yes. Lies.
Because
How
either
dare
that's
you
true
accuse me?
or we've seen two different people.
Yeah. You roll a sense motive, Casey. You can't get a read on this woman one way or the other. You think maybe she's drunk, but you honestly you can't tell. She might as well be telling the truth as best you know.
Go get me a beer.
So
You know what?
Billick has been mostly withdrawn because he doesn't know much about the situation, and he's disguised as a halfling, trying to be as discreet as possible so that he's not recognized. But he just slides his untouched beer to Nars, and I'm going to hit Charm Person on this wench. That's DC 15.
DC 15 will save.
Yes.
Oh, I don't need to put a space there.
Sorry about that.
Jeez.
I love Casey. Ale.
14.
Nice. All right.
If I had given
So,
her a -1.
That's the best. All right. So I'm gonna after he slides the beer and casts a spell, he says, "Are you sure? I heard that this foxglove hasn't been seen around town in weeks."
Oh, I mean, yes, he's he's coming and going from his townhouse he's got right there up in the western part of town. He and his wife, they must be having some construction work done. There were men boarding up the windows and doors just Monday, a moon day.
So as she's telling Billick this, Narks grabs his shit and stands up and tells Cthulhu and Musashi and Billick to come on. We're gonna go see for ourselves.
Hey, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not getting much audio from you.
Yeah, you're really quiet.
You are really quiet. I can understand you. He said that he stands up and encourages the rest of you guys to let's go. I guess off to Foxgloves. A little bit.
Okay. So Billick complies, but he looks back to Becky and he says, "Becky, could you at least put out the good word about my friends, these Sandpoint heroes?"
Oh, why, of course. You've been very kind. I appreciate you very much. What'd you say your name was? She reaches out and touches you on your shoulder.
He kind of involuntarily, he doesn't jerk back, but he kind of moves away and he says, "Well, I'm not as important as the Sandpoint heroes. I'm just a traveling companion."
Well, you've been much kinder than these supposed heroes, and I just want to say that you gentlemen are very welcome back here. Just as long as you do the talking.
He just kind of gives a stiff little bow.
All right. As y'all
my
are
volume better
walking
now?
out,
Yeah, you're a bit better.
yes. As y'all are walking out, you see the red-haired woman, played by Scarlett Johansson, that you saw, that came to visit you in Sandpoint and revived Musashi. She comes into the bar, and kind of breathes a sigh of relief and starts looking around. Roll me. I guess will save would be the best thing for it. Not in a negative way, but everybody roll me a will save.
Wait, who?
Everybody.
Oh, okay. Where's my will?
27 marks.
15.
Musashi, 12. Okay. Fitting for Billet. I mean for Cthulhu. As y'all are all walking by, heading out the door, she catches sight of y'all and just gives you a sly little, sly smile out of the side of her mouth. And she reaches out and just kind of touches Cthulhu on the wrist. And you blush. And she says, "I hope you gentlemen will be coming back later." Just talking to you, Ben.
Can't hear you. All kinds of audio.
Micah.
Let's see. Yeah, we can now hear you. I guess try hanging up and then jumping back in the call. Yeah, we'll just go with Ben, since he had the you pull away and hurry after the rest. Yeah, feeling the little twinge of your heartstrings. Yeah, you did have the lowest will save. All right. And y'all head off to Foxglove's townhouse, I assume.
Do we know where it is, or do we have to get directions?
No, you've been told by Sheriff Hemlock where it is, so you don't need directions.
Okay.
Test.
Hey, we can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
All right. So y'all not that button. This one. Yeah. All right, y'all get to Aldern Foxglove's townhouse. Where is it? Okay. You approach the townhouse. It's located in the Naus district, over just beside the Silver Star Plaza. As you approach, it looks to the outside as if it hasn't been lived in for months. The house is, the windows are all boarded up. The back door is boarded up. The only thing that is not boarded is the front door. The building itself is 3 stories tall. And of course, all the windows on the second and third level, they're still open, or not open, but not boarded up. Sorry, I had to make sure there was no more flavor text about the house. All right. So as you approach the house, you see there are very few people on the streets around here, but there are some. Maybe one person every 100 yards or so. A couple of the houses still seem to be inhabited, but in large part, I'd say 2 out of every 3 homes are empty at the moment.
Is there? So you said the windows are boarded up and the door's not.
Yes, the windows and on the first floor and the back door, but the front door is not.
So is there any way we could look in and see anything before walking in?
No. As you look in, as best you can tell, it's just dark inside. You can't really see anything.
Okay. So.
Dang it.
So we can't see anything. There's no scouting that we can do.
We can do some perceptions maybe at the door.
I didn't want to go up to the house right away.
Okay.
Kind of like Walker. You know how if you walk around a house, you can get an idea.
Right.
Of, it's lived in, if it's traffic coming and going. Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
I mean, if you want a perception, I can give you one. There's a 30, natural 20.
There you go. I perceived 11.
All right. You listen, as best you can at the house, and it seems like you can hear, some kind of creaks and groans, but it may just be the house settling. You hear no voices. You hear no sounds of footsteps or moving furniture. If there is anything in the house, it's being completely silent.
Okay. So we pull back a little, or Nars motions for everybody to pull back. Cthulhu, do you think you could get into the top window?
I thought we had the key.
Definitely.
Well, just because we have a key, and if somebody's living in it, doesn't mean we need to just use the key and walk in.
Good point.
If you can get in through the top window, when you get to the window and get ready to move in, we'll go knock on the door and see what happens. You come in down some steps, maybe, since it's 2 floors, just to surprise if anything goes off.
So it's 3 stories. So the second story or the third story?
You said just the first story was boarded up, right?
Right. So we can see
Yes.
through the second 2 stories.
What? Not y'all. Hang on. What?
Yeah, you can see through the windows in the second 2 stories. Yes.
Can we get into the
windows are-
windows? Or is it
you would
like
have
locked,
to-
nailed shut windows type ordeal?
You would have to perform a climb check to get
Okay.
up there.
Easy.
So it's 15 feet, so that'd be 3 climb checks. And then you would have to perform a disable device to get the windows open.
Well, I have both of those, and I get a bonus to my climb check.
Okay. So, Narcissus explains the plan. And so, Billy, I know you don't know, but Musashi Kato, you know we just watched this guy get killed. And we just saw that his wife's ghost kill him. There's no way he's alive. There's no way. There has to be something else going on. So,
Agreed.
Cthulhu, I want you to climb in through the window. Billick, hang back a little bit. And Musashi, come with me. We're going to knock on the door.
Okay. Anything you want me to say if someone shows up?
No, we're just going to walk in. If they
How
open the
far-
door, we'll walk in.
How far away are we, would you say, from the front door right now?
15, 20 feet. Can everybody, yeah, I hope everybody can get their own tokens real quick. I'm going to reveal some of this map.
Awesome, thank you.
Sorry.
Okay. So I'd like to do 2 things really quickly then.
Yeah.
Okay. So Billick is going to cast Detect Magic in the direction of the front door.
In the section of the front door? In the direction of the front. All right. And what is your range on that?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. All right. Let me check this real quick.
And while we're doing all that, of course, we hand Billick the Cure Light wand that we bought. And do you know how to use this, Billick?
You bought a Cure Light one?
Yeah, remember? We took it off.
Oh,
the
at the end of last session. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I completely forgot about y'all shopping at the end of last session.
So, I think I can figure it out.
Okay. As long as it's on your spell list, you don't have to roll anything. You just use it.
Oh, yeah. All set.
Jeremy,
And,
my climb speed's 20
Cordova
feet,
one
by
time
the way.
showed me that this pointing in, you stab us with it. Kind of like a shot.
Your
But
climb speed is what?
he might have been
20.
lying.
20? Okay.
And I get a +8 for racial bonus.
Okay. So go ahead and
And
make
why not
climb
take
check.
a little extra plus 2? I'm going to give you guidance.
Okay.
+1.
Give me a second.
So when you hear us knock, that's when I want you to start trying to open the window.
Okay, I'm gonna get up there first. See what this is.
Did I get anything from Check Magic? Cast at the front door?
13, 8.
I'm trying to find that right now.
Okay.
That's 22 for my first climb check.
22 for your first climb check. All right. That is a success. It's 21, but that's a success.
It's +8 +1.
Oh, plus
Yeah,
8
yeah,
and plus
plus
1.
1.
Okay, yeah, so it's a +9. All right, yeah, so 22. That's either way success. You are
So
good.
the first level is 15 feet.
Yeah.
So I'm at the
And
second level.
if you have a climb speed of 20 feet, then you can get up to the window.
Okay, so this is meta game. So did we decide if I'm going from the second story or the third story?
Yeah, you're going from the second.
Okay.
But you also
So
need to be
now-
quiet as
You detect
possible.
no magic. I'm not finding any magic in any of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna wait for
Wait for
the
the knock.
guys to knock, and then I'll do my disable device.
So Nars knocks as loud as he can, so Cthulhu can hear it.
19.
19. You cannot get the window open.
Motherfucker.
You're unsuccessful.
Okay,
Um,
so
Oh snap!
All right, so yeah, you knock real hard, and the sound of the knock echoes, through an empty house, and you hear, "Hello."
Hello. Nars doesn't know what to say. He wasn't expecting anybody to actually be in here.
He says, yes, come in.
Okay.
I'll just
Can
look at
Cthulhu
Nars.
roll
Like,
another disable device check?
yeah, like while they're talking, like hello. I feel like if Cordova was here, he would have something to say, like, "Yeah, blah blah blah. Hi, how you doing?" I'm gonna roll one more, just for shits and giggles.
So I'm assuming they're not
Fuck!
at the door.
Unsuccessful.
Throw a fucking hero
Bottle
point onto
cap.
it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So-
The
Nars reaches out and turns the doorknob, and I'm assuming it opens.
yeah, yes, you can go in. I've already revealed the result. You can't get a bottle cap. You've been unable to get in the top window so far.
Okay, just jump down and follow us in.
Okay.
Just jump down and take 10 falling damage.
I'm climb
alright.
speed of 20. It's easy. I can get down.
Okay, so I go to the door, push it open, perception into it for 16.
Yes. You open the door and you see, standing inside back here at the end of this
Damn, I'm at
long
the wrong
table.
damn door. Okay.
Did you
Sorry.
put me in the room all the way? In here?
I don't even see your token.
I can do it. I can drag myself.
But anyways, the
Oh my god, it's so big.
here it is. Okay, so yeah, you step in, and you can see all the way to the back of the that table, and you see a beautiful woman with long brown hair, dressed in a fine blue Varisian dress, and she is the spitting image of Aisha Foxglove standing there. Oh, company.
So
Honey, were we expecting friends? And through this door, this door right here, in steps
nothing pink.
Yeah.
Or I didn't see anything pink, but okay.
Sorry, yeah, right here. This door, steps a, tall, tallish Varisian male. Looks exactly like Aldern Foxglove, and he says, "Oh, friends, yes, I was not expecting anybody. Please do come in. We were about to have dinner. Would you care to introduce yourselves?"
Before
I'll take.
I'm assuming we're gonna walk in. Like we're gonna walk in, and Nars just looks and's like, "Be careful."
I'm trying to think of how to say this with my character. Is there any way I can, like, I guess, sense motive on the dinner invitation there?
That you can what? Oh, sense motive.
Yeah,
Go
because
ahead.
obviously my character's pretty confused because the man we're seeing, if he's the spitting image, should have been locked up in the city next door.
Since with the 20 sense motive, like something's a little off. You can hear it maybe in the quiver in this guy's voice, and the fact that you're pretty certain that you killed him a couple weeks ago or a few days ago.
Yeah.
But
You're right, I did murder
yeah.
him. I'm the one that killed him, right?
I think so. Or no, maybe you did land the killing blow. But yeah, y'all killed him just a few days ago, and yeah, there's something's not right with his dinner invitation. But he is unarmed and gesturing politely to a long table that has room for 6.
So we move in, like, or Nars is going to walk in. I don't know about
I'll
everybody else,
walk
but
in with Nars and I'll look
he's
at him and be like,
he's doing it cautiously. I don't know if there's anything I can do with doing it cautiously.
I'll look at Nars real quick and kind of whisper under my breath, "Don't eat or drink anything."
I hope he heard it to the whole party. I wasn't
Yeah.
planning on it.
Well,
And then Narsh like motions to Masashi because hopefully Masashi would kind of see it, and maybe Cthulhu. He like pulls his sword out just a little bit to where it's like go time, but waiting for anybody to notice, say anything, like to stop him basically.
How far in? Y'all put your characters in as far as y'all go.
Just like right inside the door. I'm not going that far.
Yeah, same here.
Well, I got 2 people that are still standing outside.
Oh,
well,
sorry.
Billick was told to hang back, so he's kind of hanging back, but he has snuck up to the house. I'll roll stealth if you need me to, but if they're inside, he should have concealment anyway from outside.
Yeah, should.
So he's going to kind of skulk around, and again maybe roll stealth because he'll try to get a vantage point through the window.
Okay. Yeah, as y'all stand there, kind of shocked and not quite sure what to do, Aldern steps through the doors and a few feet closer to you, and he says, "Oh, please, we have plenty of food. It's almost like our cupboards have been stocked for weeks."
Can I
and
purge my rolls, please? Jesus Christ.
Sure, absolutely. And Aisha, she steps over, into the next room, and comes back out with, just plates full of steaming biscuits and fresh cooked steak and just delicious, apple pie, and starts to set the table for a feast.
Okay, Jeremy, answer this question. Metagaming, like not really metagaming. Would they have talked about like not going on the boar hunt, and stuff like that with Nars, like of past adventures and stuff?
I feel like we've traveled a lot.
I mean, it really just depends on how impactful Aldern was. Like that interaction with Aldern was on you guys. Like, would y'all talk about everything that y'all did or didn't do with him in those days in Sandpoint after you killed him?
My argument to back that up is that we lost a party member, and now that Cthulhu's an alcoholic, there's probably been a mini night where either he or Cordova or Musashi have talked about Argus and the boar hunt and the battles that we fought before, and Aldern was a pretty substantial part to all of that.
Okay, so yeah,
I
all
tend
right,
to
yeah,
agree.
So
yeah, that's fair.
if we're saying that, then Nars is gonna look at him and say, "Nice to see you again, Aldrin. Since the bull hunt in Sandpoint."
Is but bulls are.
I mean,
I,
boar hunt. I'm sorry, boar hunt.
Boars, yes. I've been hunting so many times in Sandpoint. Forgive me if I don't remember every hunting party that I've been out with. But please, as a token of my apologies for forgetting your name, sir. But please, come sit and enjoy. You can reintroduce yourselves, and maybe we can have another hunt. And he smiles.
Can I do kind of a stealth lean into Nars here? Try and be quiet and secretive what I'm about to say to him. Do I have to roll for it?
So where are they on the are they
what'd I
through the
get?
double doors at the table?
Yeah, one of them is standing like at the back, of the table, and one of them is standing just in front of the double doors.
Okay.
I need to know which is which, though.
Yeah, we don't see anything.
Aldern is standing just in front of the double doors, and Aisha is standing at the back of the room behind the table.
So we're under the.
Casey to Ben, you should bring up the fact and be like, "How can you forget me? I was the one that saved your life and
Yeah,
wanted
basically.
to like pet me all over the place."
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna ask him. Actually, is there a check I can do, or like perception? Since we've been maybe in the town for, I'm gonna just go out on the limb and say like maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. How many tabaxi catfolk have I seen?
In this part of the city, none.
Okay.
0.
In our
fact,
travel,
I've seen very few non.
how have I seen?
Even
Not one, just me. In Sandpoint, 0.
just a small few. Yeah, maybe
A
you're one
handful.
of maybe 5.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna walk up to him and take my hood down so my ears are out. And I'll say, Aldern, how can you forget me? You know my name, right? I saved your life.
So you walk up to here. Where
Not
he
walk
is?
up. I'm like, yeah, basically right there. Yeah.
Okay, so you're 5 feet away from him.
Oh, fuck you, Jeremy.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It really is.
You just manhandled Catul and brought him all the way to the front.
Walked up. You said you walked up.
Didn't say I walked up. I said I took my hood off. To expose my ears.
Roll a perception.
Everybody or just Cthulhu?
No, just Cthulhu. Oh, of course, Cordova's leaving. Just barely. All right. So, like, just as you reach over, and you get over, you get up to him and say, "How do you not remember me? I saved your life." And he reaches out, he puts one hand on your shoulder, and he says, "I drink a lot." And right about that moment, you hear somebody shout out to Billick. Shoot, I guess I wouldn't be able to shout out to Billick because Billick being outside really messes up my introduction on this part.
Good.
No, it's all right. Billick, you see a female elf. Yeah, all right. So Billick, you see a female elf approaching from the south, right at this time. And as there we go. As you see that, and Aldern leans in and says, "I drink a lot." He stabs out with a dagger that he had concealed behind his back. With a 14 to hit.
Does
No.
Nar see this?
Yeah, Nars would see this.
Is he this
we're
square?
gonna roll into it. We're gonna go into initiative now. That was surprise round.
Okay, time out.
Yes. Yes.
My hit points and everything on here are fucked up. Like, according to my page, I have negative 12 current hit points, so I'm dead. And I have an AC of 10.
What is your are your current? I mean, not your current. Your maximum hit points correct?
Mine are not. Mine are 0.
Yours are 0.
Because Jeremy tried to do some fuck shit on the fucking. And now we're all gonna fucking die.
And I know that I'm at it.
Hey,
so.
You know what? It's real convenient that I also went through all the trouble of getting you real copies of your character sheets on a very convenient Google Drive, just in case some bullshit happens. So
Now I gotta pull up Discord. Hold on.
yeah, all right. So yeah, I definitely things are still broken. I thought that it had loaded right, but I will have to fix some shit.
All my stuff looks right.
All mine looks okay.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
double check a
At
couple of
least you
things.
guys are alive. That's
Mostly.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, if things come out wrong, then I mean we'll fix it. But yeah, on the Google Drive, I put everybody's character sheets. I will drop another share. I'll drop a link to that in the Roll20 right now. So, there we go. And you can roll on your own table at home if anything's wrong with your character whatsoever.
All right,
So,
I might as well test mine.
God
Yeah,
damn.
mine looks good.
All right, my initiative.
That was my
is good.
first roll. I'll take it.
Fuck.
Anyways,
rolling initiative.
yes, we're rolling initiative. That was
Okay.
the surprise round. He lunges out at Cthulhu and misses. And
15.
as he swings, Cthulhu, you turn back and look into his eyes, and you see, his skin begin to melt and sag, and his mouth starts to knit together, like in the Matrix when Neo's mouth gets
Oh God.
grows shut.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see his mouth begin to grow shut, and he turns into a large, well, not a large, but a tall, grotesque creature. Stands about, there we go. Stands about 7 feet tall, and looks like this: pale, milky white skin with black and red swirls. Called a faceless stalker. What is everybody's initiative? Let's go with Nars.
15.
15. Okay.
19 for Masashi.
Musashi Billick.
9.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
2 seconds. Come on. Okay. Nine.
9. Okay. I assume you've probably got a higher dexterity bonus than Billick does, I assume.
Yeah, I got +2.
+4.
Oh no, wait, I am +4 for
Right.
well, not dex, but for initiative. So yeah,
Okay.
+2 dex.
All right. And then Devin is a healthy 23. Nice. All right. Sweet. So we're going to start the round.
I'm bummed that Cthulhu stepped up because I was about to intimidate and whip out the sword and slash him preemptively.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome and pretty cool that I stepped up, even though I took off my hood, even though you could obviously see me between 2 characters. And it's super funny that my character sheet on Roll20 is not working, but whatever.
I don't think it's funny that your character sheet's not working, but I mean, I'm pretty certain I heard you say I step up. So if it makes you feel any better, he completely missed, and we just get to kick off fun battle and introduce the character.
Yep. All right, let's kill someone. Not me this time.
All right. Top of the initiative order is Aldern Foxglove again. And he is going to stab out again with this, this War Razor. Ooh, what's this? Actually, yeah, he's not. He's going to try to grapple you. So he is. That is I think it's like a 17 with the additional to grapple against your CMD. Cthulhu.
Give me a second. What is it?
It's a 17 against your CMD. It's either 17 or 24, so I'm going to go with 17 because I'm not quite sure.
CMD, it says I have a 22.
Okay, so he does not successfully grapple you. And is that a full round action to try to grapple, or is that a standard?
It's a standard.
Standard.
But it does occur unless he has improved grapple, but I don't think anybody can take it.
No, everybody's flat-footed except I think everybody's flat-footed. No, he does not have improved grapple, but he tries to grapple you and is not successful. And actually, I'm just going to say that's his turn. He's not going to move anywhere. Next in the initiative order is the mysterious stranger approaching from the south.
Can I see what's happening in this house from the south?
The door is open.
We will maybe a perception check to see if I can see there's a monster inside the room.
Sure.
Is there noise happening
Saw
that
somebody.
would make me think something's going on?
I imagine, I don't know. Ben, did you scream when this thing tried to stab you and then grab you?
I felt like you would
a
have heard some rustling.
manly,
check.
It would have
barbaric?
made sense. It would have made sense for us to scream attack to draw Billick in when it was, but
Okay. Well, then what I'm going to do is...
Yeah, with an 11 at that range, you definitely see this thing like transform into this hulking, faceless creature, right in front of this party and try to grab him.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast a spell, run in, and spell strike, spell combat. Because why not?
All right. Spell strike, spell combat. All right. So walk me through that turn. How's that go?
Okay, it's going to go like this. I'm going to roll
What did you do?
1d20 plus 4, which is my dex bonus, to attack this thing with the spell in my offhand. Right?
Okay.
Come on. Roll. Attack everything. 1d20 plus 4. This is my attack with my rapier. 15.
15 with your rapier. Is that against
That would be against AC.
touch or against AC?
Yep.
That is a miss.
Of course it is. Okay, well, I'm just going to
That
move
is
there
a
and
miss.
miss completely and be like, I don't know. I saw it and ran it and did nothing.
Oh no,
So, yeah,
this
so
means
you
Go ahead.
come in. This mysterious stranger comes, flying into the room and swings at the faceless, monster. But I guess due to changing in light, her coming from inside, outside coming inside, she hadn't quite adjusted and she missed. Next is Musashi. Casey, is your mic broke?
no.
Okay. You just typed hello. All right. So next up is Musashi.
Okay, so
This person just flew past you and into combat with you.
well, I'm gonna jump past them and take a swing at the thing trying to grab onto Cthulhu because fuck that thing. There you go, 26.
26 to hit for 13 damage. 26 definitely hits. And 13 damage. Let me make sure this is. You're using your Nodachi, which is a slashing weapon. Right?
Yep.
So yeah. So you cut into it, and it does significant damage. You hurt him badly.
I
See
cut
blood
his
begins
arms
to
off.
pool. Blood begins to pool from his bicep. Nars, you're next.
Are the doors open? Like,
Yeah, the doors into the kitchen,
yeah.
where Aisha is standing. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Nars is gonna move everything during the attack, but I'm going to roll acrobatics to see if I can dodge it. That is a 22.
22 to hit. No, 22 acrobatics. And I think you have to beat CMD for that. I think yes, that is a success.
Okay. So then I'm going to move right here. I do not have my shield out because I did not draw it. So I'm going to power attack. Hang on, let me take off one thing real quick so I don't use it. Don't take that. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to power attack, and as I moved, I drew my longsword. That is a critical with a 25 to confirm it.
25, a crit, confirmed crit. Here, shoot, that was some quick work. This stinking combat. All right. Let's see. This slashing weapon. Normal damage. Target is enfeebled until healed. I think that's
So that's
enfeebled.
So it's going to be max damage.
Yeah, max damage.
13,
So that is
19, 20, 21 points of damage.
21 points damage. And yeah, you see all that go through.
And then
yeah, he almost goes down to one knee.
Okay, so at the end of my turn, free action, I remove my second hand from my sword, and then quick draw my shield.
Okay. All right. Stumpy's not in the.
Someone's not happy.
And as I was running, I was calling for Billix to come in. So.
Okay. And we got Cthulhu up next.
Okay, I'm going to
So is that thing
draw
dead or alive?
my short sword and my war razor. And he said he's on one knee.
So he almost goes down to his knees, but yeah, he can still fight.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll say he's a little like staggered, kind of doubled over.
Okay. And I am going to F this guy in the A. So there's that. So should I do that one and then this one? Yeah. Fuck. So
yeah,
19.
You have to. 19 is a hit, but you had to draw those weapons. Did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, he's going to as you try to draw right there. He reaches out to try and slam you, but overextends and misses fucking badly. And you meet him with your short sword for a 19 to hit, cleanly severing, the artery in his neck, and he falls to the ground, bleeding out.
And Nart slaps his hands.
All right. All right. Billick, it is your turn.
Okay, so at the ruckus, Billick's gonna run in to here. He gets in just in time to see the first faceless creature mowed down, and so he quickly sees the other one in the back of the room, and just kind of thrust forward his open hand. Spider silk shoots out of the ground, reaching for this creature, trying to grab it up. That's a DC 17 reflex.
DC 17 reflex. Oh, that is you have no idea how good of a move that is right now. Let's see. Where is... I gotta find her reflex save. Reflex is pretty good. She gets a +4. And she fails. So tell me about this spider silk. What's it do?
Okay, so this is the silk string snare hex. And so she is anchored in place for 7 rounds unless she can make a DC 17 strength check or escape artist check to break out of it. And then she's got a -2 on all attack rolls, a -4 on dex.
All right, and is it a full round action for me to try to escape, or is it just a standard action?
It is just standard action.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and any spells, it's going to be DC 17 plus the spell level, or DC 15 plus the spell level concentration check.
Nice spell.
All right.
Nice job, Billy.
Yeah. As you cast that, and she sees her companion fall in battle, her features quickly begin to revert back to those of Aisha Foxglove, as she a swift action change, shape change back to Aisha Foxglove, and she will. You said DC 17 escape artist.
Yes, or strength.
Okay.
But she's got -4 to dex right now too.
-4 to dex. All right, so she still kind of crushes the escape artist check, and tears through the spider silk. But because she had to do that, all she can do now is open this door behind her to try and run away. And that moves back around to the top of the order with a dead Aldern Foxglove or a dying Aldern Foxglove. Let's see if he stabilizes. He does not. So he loses another hit point and continues to die. Move on to Devin.
Yeah.
And the mysterious stranger.
Okay, I'm going to swift action, arcane accuracy, flip over the back of the dwarf, run this direction here. Tell me if I need to stand here or above to hit from across this table.
I think from across the table, if you're trying to swing with a sword, it'll be difficult. I'm going to give her.
Well, I'd be fine moving
cover.
here, but if I'm standing here and I move here, is an attack of opportunity. Considering it would also have a problem reaching across the table, and it is caught in webs.
I would say no attack of opportunity.
You could also roll acrobatics, Devin.
Yeah, I could,
Yeah, you
but
can
that
also
would have to
roll
be,
acrobatics to jump up on the table.
I don't want to do that. I just want to roll straight to the corner over here with my +4 to my attack, and I'm still holding the spell from before, so I'm going to swing again. And let's see, if I actually hit me, then roll 1d20 +4 +4. Rolling the dice. Does a 20 hit?
Boom, 20 hits.
Okay, so as
Hits
that
hard.
hits, I'm going to roll the damage from the weapon, and then the spell strike will go through. So the weapon is going to be... I didn't type it. Sorry, hold on.
Oh no, I didn't type.
This is from the rapier. 5. And the spell will activate as well, I believe, right?
Yes. Roll your damage, but I'm going to be right back. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'll be
yes.
right back.
Don't worry. I'm going to look at the spell and roll the damage right now. Damage from... Congrats. Sorry. That would be... Crap, lost it.
Since we have the mysterious stranger, that means Cordova truly is dead.
Hmm.
No!
Really though? Who the fuck is this?
The whole party is dying because of me.
Half of my damage is 23. So 29 points of damage.
All right, sorry. Had to go get my
Holy
phone.
shit.
What?
That's a 29, Jeremy.
29 damage?
Total.
Wait. All I see is a 6.
That's
I rolled the second
that-
part, it's 23. It's on my screen, it's 23. Roll it in
Oh,
66.
that's fine. That's holy shit. How'd you do that much damage?
Shock and Grasp does 1d6 points of electricity damage per caster level, so 66 points of damage. Which in this
There
case,
we go. It's finally rolling on my side.
Now, if it's wearing any metal armor, we have to talk some more, but that should be.
She is not wearing metal armor.
Oh, and I think
She's
I have
not
to.
wearing.
I have to make a touch attack with that weapon. No, it hit. The weapon hits. We're good. We're good. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, there's no like reflex or anything for that, Devin?
Doesn't say there is.
That's crazy, dude. That's awesome.
All right, Musashi.
I'll read up on that.
All right. So if I'm gonna try and get to Lahir, I probably need the acrobatics to get up on the table to take a swipe at him, right?
Yes, I would think so.
All right. Well, I will attempt.
You could move through Narcissus Square and just go straight up to her along that way.
To be clear, there is no saving throw. I'm gonna go to the restroom.
I'd rather try and get more over here. Although, could I push past them and end up in front of the thing? Or is that an attack of opportunity?
That would be an attack of opportunity because she has this door open, but not this door.
By the way, we can't
So
see
the
any
door in
pings
front-
that you make.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not working. The door in front of her is open, but the door in front of Devin is not.
Okay.
So for you to get through there, you would have to go through multiple threatened areas, and you would incur an attack of opportunity unless you
Okay.
acrobatics.
Then I'll
You
acrobatics.
can
to
acrobatics
here.
and go 10 feet, but that will be a double move and end of your turn.
No, I'd rather get here so I can try and make an attack.
Okay.
Acrobatics, 10.
Acrobatics on the table. In.
10.
Here, let me.
It's
Ow.
a table.
Yeah, it's a table. I was about to say,
Okay.
it's just a couple feet. 10's good.
As I
Ow.
stumble up the chair on it.
He jumps up on the chair. They jump up on the table.
Well, I am a dwarf, so. Alright, so
Thank you, Bobby.
Flaming Udachi, 19.
Okay.
And that reminds me, why is it doing 2 attacks?
Because if you would have just taken a 5-foot step, you could have done a full round action, and you would have been able to
okay.
swing twice.
Okay, well,
So 19 was your first.
yep.
10
10 slashing, 5 fire.
19 hits. 19 hits. Boom. So another additional 15 damage. She dies, screaming and burning. Loud, screeching screams. Help! Murder!
So none of them are below con, right? They're just like out.
They're just out for now, yes.
Okay. Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
Nars asks. Nars
Unless you want to
asks-
swing at this stranger.
You know what? I do. I want to step up and I want to swing at that one, but I'm going to free action tell Billick and Cthulhu to tie this one up, the Aldrin one, and to stabilize him. But I'm going to go ahead and try to kill this one. So I have 5-foot step, full round action, 2-weapon fighting, long sword, 13 to hit. That's probably a miss.
I believe that is a miss.
Okay. And then my shield, 15 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Oh wait, you're aiming at the faceless stalkers?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're fucking helpless. You can do a full round coup de grace. Sorry.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
you were actually attacking Devin.
Why was I attacking
I'm
Devin?
I don't know. I was worried about it at first too.
Yeah, because I made a joke and I thought you just decided to go with it.
I didn't hear your joke.
Yeah, he thought you were going after the nameless person that showed up.
Oh, I thought you said nameless stalker.
No, I said this nameless stranger.
Oh, okay. So I basically just go ahead and kill that one and want this one left alive so we can question it.
All right, yeah. You leave the one
Because they are intelligent, right?
They are intelligent.
And then Nars looks at this person that just barged in here and started casting spells, and just says, "Thank you."
I'm gonna look at the person and say, Hey, any loot is ours. We were here first.
And let's loot the bodies.
Oh, you
So,
guys.
yes, this mysterious stranger. Of course,
What buddy?
Devin. You have approached this house having been directed to
What?
come straight here by Broderick Twink.
Yes.
All you knew when he told you to come this way was that the heroes of Sandpoint, and the person you were looking for,
Come here.
was going to be
Come
here.
here.
Right.
And you have now arrived here. And what are you thinking? What are you saying? What are you doing?
Well, first, if you want to see what she looks like, it's over in the messenger. Oh, it is. Somebody's got it loud.
That was loud. Nah,
So-
perfect.
She's going to look over at you guys, and she's going to do a little flourish with her blade, wipe it off across her arm, as Musashi's done so many times, and sheath it. And she's going to say, "Where's
Alright, so
Cornelius?"
that I hit the wrong button and closed out.
Oh, he missed it. I did
What'd
it
I
just
do?
for him, and he wasn't even here. I said she does a little flourish with her blade, wipes it off across the blood off across the sleeve of her left arm, and sheaths it.
Ah, a
And
fellow
then
player.
she's gonna look over you guys and say, "Where's Cornelius?"
Cornelius.
Yes, where is he? I
I did not
recognize
know.
you.
Who's
Who's
Cornelius?
Surely you know Cornelius. He was part of the Sandpoint Heroes. He's supposed to be here.
I knew it. We knew a Cordova.
Yes, Cornelius Cordova.
Oh, we didn't know that was his first name. He just told us his name was Cordova.
Where is he?
He was dragged away by what we know as the Sandpoint Devil.
Sandpoint Devil.
It bit his arm and disappeared with him.
No. This isn't right.
And Nars motions to the table to have a seat.
That's
Why don't you have a seat? Just come have a seat.
Hey, have we tied up this
Katul
other...
motions for Billick to go grab a chair, and I have 50 feet of rope in my bag.
Can you explain why you're coming to meet a technically negative 187-year-old child?
What?
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 You told him to come take a seat at the table. I started thinking of Chris Hansen.
Oh,
What is your name?
my name is Ren.
And what is your business with Cordova?
The business with Cordova is with Cordova alone, depending on how much you know about Cordova.
Well, all I know is Cordova hired me to be part of this group, and I don't know much about him.
I recognize you, the sail sword, the Ronin dwarf, the Catman out in the hallway. I've not seen the Goblin before.
The goblin is let's just say a new acquired friend.
The Goblin
Although-
is the new addition that Cordova gave us before
Yep.
we decided to save everybody and let the 10-point devil take him.
Have you trusted the four of you?
I'm sorry, you broke up.
You trusted the four of you?
Well, he
don't know
trusted
if he
me enough
trusted
to
me.
bring me
He
back
paid me.
alive.
She looks at Musashi, she's like, "And you died."
Nars looks and says, "I don't know if he trusted me, but he paid me to help. I'm pretty good at it, as you see."
What do you know of the Scepter of Ages?
I don't know. Yeah,
That is something that he has not told us about.
What do you do with it?
he kept a lot to himself.
Surely you followed him for a reason. What are you doing here?
He paid me, so I was following him because he paid me. These other ones were here, well, except for the Goblin. The other ones were here when I got here. So they know more than I do.
And he's
Katul is going to, after tying up the goblin, or not the goblin, sorry, Billick. After tying up the faceless stalker, that'd be so funny if, like,
oops,
nonchalantly
wrong guy.
tied up Billick instead.
Wait a second.
This thing came back alive and attacked us.
He ties up the faceless stalker and walks over in front of this new character and looks the person up and down. It says, all you know is his name, and that doesn't sit well with me, you asking these questions about him. How do we know that we can trust you? What proof do you have that you know Cordova besides knowing his first name?
Proof do I have that I know Cordova? She shows you a ring on her finger. And it's got a symbol on it. And you guys probably never saw Cordova wear it. And it's a symbol none of you recognize.
Well, sorry to
checks
say,
we
but
can-
that means nothing to us.
That
Well-
doesn't help shit.
Well, then I don't know that I could trust any of you.
I don't know if we
Well-
can trust you.
This is a bunch of finger pointing right now, and I'm gonna ask like a series of questions regarding like what Cordova looks like, and then after, you know, it doesn't really matter how you answer those questions. I'm gonna say, if I was to tell you that Cordova was not the only member of his order, and that I will say,
If I can interrupt you,
yeah,
she would say something along the lines of, "My name is Aaron Serrana." Did he never mention me? And he, as a matter of fact, mentioned her name to Cthulhu.
right. And once you say your name, because I'm surprised that I wasn't pulled to the front of the room when, you know, I just talked. When you said that name, Cthulhu, his eyes will widen a little bit, but immediately go back to a kind of a grimace and say, he has mentioned you before, and before his departure, was doing a lot of research and seeming to be putting things together, and then like kind of out of it, Cthulhu is just like, we need all the help we can get to get him back. Trust us or not. If not, you can leave this party, or like leave now, because whether you help us or not, we're gonna get him back.
I don't know that getting him back is the proper path forward. But I was hoping to find him here and his companions, and there's much work to be done.
So then what's the work to be done?
That I'm not sure of. We need to find the Scepter of Ages. That much I know. If you're on the mission to stop the Runelords, then that's where we need to be headed.
What is the Scepter of Ages?
Indeed. Jeremy, what is the Scepter of Ages?
The Scepter of Ages.
What do I
is
know about it?
Sorry. It is a wondrous magical device. It was used by, you know, Cordova and the others to power their their trip back in time. You know, the first time. I sent you a big chunk on this just a few days ago. Let me go find it. And I'll just.
Well, that's probably enough for now, but where, you said it was located in the ruins of Old Aslan?
That's what I'm trying to find.
I believe that's what you told me. It's located in the ruins of Old Aslan, but I can't make that journey alone. Whatever mission you're doing here, whatever this is with these beasts on the floor, then I'll help you wrap this up.
No.
But we need
So
to
this
move forward.
is what I told you, because I didn't tell you it was in the ruins of Old
Okay.
Aslan. She's searching for the Scepter of Ages. At this point in time, the last person to have any knowledge of it was a man named Dervin Guest,
Right.
who was a famous founder of the Pathfinder Society. And he disappeared somewhere in the ruins of Old Aslan.
Okay, well, I'm telling them that as far as I know, the best lead to the scepter is in the ruins of Old Aslan.
All right, I'm going to copy this and send it to you again so that you can see this part.
Yeah, it disappears back on my list, man. I can never find stuff.
So that's why you're supposed to Like, keep it.
Well, put it in a freaking Word document.
So, is the Pathfinder Society have anything to do with the book that I have on the Pathfinder
Oh,
Chronicles?
that's right.
Is
Yes.
it by the Pathfinder Society?
Yes, the Pathfinder Chronicles books are,
So I have some
published
back
by the
knowledge.
Pathfinder Society.
Have any of you ever fought giants?
Can't say that I've been fortunate enough to fight a giant.
Nars is just gonna shake his head just because he has the soldier background and he's a sellsword, so I'm pretty sure he's fought giants.
The scepter, I found that this ruins is now a stronghold of giants. I can't infiltrate it alone. That is why I came here to track down Cornelius, to find you all, to point him in this direction. So we need to wrap up what we're doing here. We need to move forward. And I will do what I can to help. If you would all commit to continuing on that quest. Of course, if you don't, I'll understand.
Is that a church?
What?
That is so badass. Sorry.
What?
Nothing. Just something personal we're doing.
Oh,
I have to go say goodnight to children. You guys think about that for a second.
So you just
I
asked
don't
us
like
to
her.
help? My map just went black.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, I tried to reveal areas and it hid areas instead. Here we go.
So is this thing awake yet?
No, not. It won't be awake for 8 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
I probably need to. Do we need to stabilize it?
Didn't you stay?
Um,
I thought I asked you to stabilize it. I assumed you did. I'm sorry.
In fact, yeah, if nobody has stabilized it, we probably need to worry about that.
So let's stabilize it.
All right, I got it. Plus 12 to that.
Nice. Yeah, he is stabilized.
So while we're waiting, Nars wants to explore the rest of the house, and if we can cut it short, that'd be awesome. Unless we have to do checks.
And
All right,
while you're doing that,
explore the rest of the
Cthulhu will stay with the thingy.
yeah, I'll stay with the thing.
And did they have anything on their bodies?
They each had a war razor, non-magical, just regular war razors. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all they had.
Okay.
Yeah, they each had a war razor.
I'm back.
Okay. Y'all search through the house, and yeah, on the first floor, y'all find nothing of interest. Y'all continue on up. There we go. Second floor, nothing. Think nothing. Yeah. And then on the third floor, in the master bedroom, you find a beautiful fireplace mantle. This mantle is decorated with the visage of 2 roaring lion heads at either end. Make me a perception check. Anybody?
Perception. 16.
All right.
Looks like a really nice mantle.
I will make one.
I got a 17.
Hold on. I have to look at my correct
Plus your
character
wisdom.
sheet.
Wisdom, Blake.
Say again?
Plus your wisdom.
Everybody sucks.
4.
Okay. So it's okay.
I got a couple of ranks.
And to save the
got a
day.
7.
Give me a second. I have to find it because this is the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, it's right in the middle here.
Okay, I have a +8 to perception. So
+8. Okay.
give me a second.
Just roll up. At least a 12.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Oh, thank you,
Fuck
buddy.
me in the ass.
All right. So I'll give you.
Cthulhu hits his head on the mantle.
Y'all take a little while. I'm gonna go ahead and say y'all take 20 minutes. Y'all take, a good
God.
long time searching this whole house. And you notice, I'll say, I'll say Nars, you notice because you did have the highest perception check. A tiny keyhole deep in the back of the throat of the left lion on the mantelpiece.
Who has the keys?
I did.
Come shove the key down this lion's throat.
Sure. What could go wrong?
Or give it to me. I'm taller than you. You're so short.
Here you go.
Standing in the back of the room, my hand on my blade. Just, I don't know what you guys do.
You carefully and delicately reach your hand past the unusually sharply carved wooden teeth of this lion in the mantelpiece,
I should have checked for traps.
and you slide the key into the lock until you hear it, and then a small hidden panel in the back of the fireplace swings open, revealing a wooden lockbox.
Does the lockbox look delicate?
It looks old.
Does it look expensive?
It may have been at one point. It's probably worth about 20 gold now.
Okay, well, that's 20 gold. I'm going to take the lockbox and I'm going to throw it on the ground to smash it, unless one of these keys work.
All right. The lockbox, right as you lift it above your head to throw it on the ground, the lid just swings open like it's an old broken lockbox.
Nice.
So yeah, inside you find, you guys, y'all see a bag filled with coins, a shallow, smaller wooden case inset inside this lockbox that contains a number of legal papers pertaining to the townhouse, as well as the deed to Foxglove Manor.
Well, it looks like we got a house.
We got a
Fuck
base
yeah.
of opportunity.
And you also find a ledger. If you read,
Hey,
the
can
deed
we
to-
pause
yeah,
for 2 seconds real quick? I gotta go find
Oh.
some.
you may not.
I'm sorry. Never mind.
So yeah, you find a ledger, you find legal papers, and the deed to Foxglove Manor. Which of these, if anything, do you decide to read?
All of them.
Ledger.
All of.
I'm very interested in the
Points.
ledger.
Ledger.
She's always interested in books, so she wants to grab the ledger and take a look.
I have a copy of the book from where old girl got murdered at.
Nice. All right, his diary.
No,
What?
it's from the fucking thing, the lumber mill thing.
Oh, his ledgers. Yeah. Indicating his theft. All right. So, whoever has the deed to Foxglove Manor gives it a quick read, and it says, let's see. Actually, I think I have a handout for this. Chapter 2. Facing the skin saw. Here we go. Show to players. Show to everyone. All right. Know all men and women present at know all men and women and present and future that we, members of the Brothers of the Seven, upon this day, the sixth Abadius, in the year 4624, Absalom reckoning, hereby concede by this deed and confirm upon Boral Foxglove partial ownership of the holding henceforth known as Foxglove Manor, located on the Lost Coast Ridge, Blackmore, for so long as he, Boral Foxglove, shall live, or so long as his distant descendants shall live, to a period not to exceed 100 years. Construction of Foxglove Manor, having been financed partially by the holdings of the coin of Foxglove to the amount of 66%, and partially upon the coffers of the Brothers of the Seven to the remainder of 4 and 30%, backed by collateral in the form of the Seven's sawmill. Located itself upon the Kyver's Inlet in Magnamar to ensure only the physical and initial construction of the aforementioned manor and subsequent maintenance of the sole responsibility. All right. World shall control for 100 years. Upon the passing of this time, the date of 6th Abadius 2724 Absalom Reckoning, ownership of the Foxglove Manor to include all miles within a mile around and below, immediately and forevermore reverts to the Brothers of the Seven, with the employment of the manor and its grounds and all improvements placed upon it by any prior inhabitants to be the subject of the Brotherhood's discretion. So that our gift, concession, warranty, equity, or whatever, and in defense have the best perpetual strength and security. We have affixed Magnamar seal to the present charter, which will serve in lieu of signatures and names of the Brotherhood to remain apart from this or any other document.
What year is it now?
2707.
27?
2707?
Or
4707.
47.
4707.
So it's not been 100 years yet.
No. We are 17 years shy of the 100-year mark.
So Foxglove's had this house for 100 years, and then after that, the Brothers of Seven would take it over.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Very
they-
specifically, they mention for the lands within a mile around and below.
Okay.
Well, so long as direct descendants will live. I'm going to put this paper back in your chest and say, if you just killed Alder and Foxglove, you didn't just get a house.
We have 17 years, and we can stay in it while we're in Magmar.
Oh, highlight right here. So long as his direct descendants shall live, which they don't.
Until they come and take it, we can stay here.
Until they can take it. I love it.
I
The
mean,
ledger.
As far as everybody knows, they're still alive.
I think the question is, who wanted everyone to think they were still alive so that they could continue to hold this property?
Well,
You're saying
should
there's something
also
with this property?
we should find more out about the Brothers of Seven, which is a player we know. Those are the ones that resurrected Musashi.
Mm-hmm.
And we should probably visit this sawmill.
In
I
the
feel like we
ledger,
should- Okay.
the majority of the entries of the ledger are mundane, but several near the end catch. You didn't. Oh yeah, Ren. I was about to say you didn't give him your name, but you did. Catch Ren's attention. There are nearly a dozen entries over the last 3 months labeled as Aisha's trip to Absalom. Each one indicating that Foxglove was paying someone referred to as B7 200 gold pieces a week for her trip, and dropping the payment off every oath day at midnight at a place called the Seven Sawmill.
So we should
So
go
for-
to the sawmill.
I think if you're trying to figure out who did this, then we need to wait until that day and put some sort of fake money or something there and find out who comes to get it.
Well, how much coin do we find in the bag?
What's the
200
fact?
platinum.
200 platinum.
Fuck.
Yes.
You said he was dropping 200 gold off?
Yes, he was. That would be 20 plat.
Will be 20 flat. We could set a trap to find out who it was, if that's what you're looking to do.
That's what I was looking. I didn't hear the coin amount, so why don't we just take?
How many days will it be till then, Jeremy?
I have to actually look that up real quick. That's
Okay, well, whatever number
recap.
of days we need to wait, then we can wait, but we need to keep the attention off of his house as much as possible.
Right.
Star Day. Okay. All right. So this is Star Day Neth the 8th. Oath Day was yesterday. Oh no,
So-
day before yesterday. So it is Oath Day is Friday. Today is Sunday.
So we have basically a whole week. So while we wait, why don't we just go scope out this Seven Sawmill and see if we see anything strange,
Probably wouldn't hurt.
and then try to set this as like a base camp, or do y'all not want to do that?
I think it would make a good base camp if we can make sure we're not drawing too much attention to the area when we
Huh?
enter it.
Why are you too scared to go to bed?
Oh.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, man. Don't worry about it.
All right, we
So
won't
we-
do anything real consequential, and we'll we have the recording anyways.
We do want to set this as a base camp.
Okay, so you want to set Aldern's house as a base camp.
And I want to take my time and walk through each room and see if I notice anything else that might be unusual. If we're going to be spending some time here, I'll spend like the night, like digging around. Like in this room over here on the bottom left, there's a weird carpet, kind of thing. I'm curious to just look around because why would the Brotherhood need this house back after that time? What is it about this place that's so special?
About this place?
Yeah, so
No,
that's what I
the
wanna know.
Foxglove Manor.
Right, that's where we are, right?
No, you are in Foxglove Townhouse.
Gotcha. Okay,
The manor was the haunted house that we
manor.
almost set
Gotcha.
fire
Yes,
to, right?
and that's why it should stand out to you. Like they specifically refer to the lands below
Right,
the house as well.
because that's where the thing was. Got it.
That's where the
Okay, I was
the
confused.
the witch was.
Either way, I do want to walk through this house during the night, just kind of mess around and see if there's anything else worth looking for. But if we're going to make this a base camp, I'm going to go ahead and set up into master bedroom.
I see how that is. Hey. We don't
Hey,
know much about you.
Ladies first.
Motherfucker.
She could make the argument that she's the only lady, so she needs the bedroom with the attached private bathroom. Thank you,
Yes.
and closes the door.
I still want a bath.
Cthulhu takes the third floor by himself.
Where the hell am I gonna sleep?
Oh,
Outside with a goblin dog. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there
Billy
are
just
there
takes his
are
bedroll to the larder.
to the wait, there is, hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal this too. Oh wait, no, that unrevealed it. No, why don't you do the stupid thing? Stop it. Why are you?
The fog of
On.
war.
I don't know why it's.
if you just
Like
go
the
into the
fog of
map
war
option,
is
you
just
can
getting
turn
bigger.
off the fog of war completely on this map, unless there's something else hidden in here.
Fuck you,
Took me a bit of room.
Journey.
I'm gonna fix it. I gotta. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I can turn off the fog of war entirely on this.
There's a place for Cthulhu out back.
No.
There we
Well,
go.
no, that's where he's gonna be passed out when we find him in the morning.
Dude, there's a stable. It's got my name on it.
Fantastic.
All right, so you guys are gonna make camp here. Yeah, there are 3 bedrooms and 2 or 3 comfortable studies. And so, Billick, you said you go sleep in the larder.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. It's a good, comfortable place for a goblin to sleep.
Okay, so I was, as far as me getting in the master bedroom, I was kind of half joking about that. I just thought it'd be funny. You'll find her most of the time in this study. With all these books in here, this is where she would be.
While she's in the study, like Cthulhu watches her walk away, and he with the skinless face walker or whatever the fuck it's called on the chair, tied up, he drags it into her bathroom. Do it, Jeremy. Move it into the bathroom.
You just hold on. I gotta actually grab it. You just kind of take it and leave it in her bathtub as a token surprise.
You hear a womanly scream, and Darce comes running out.
Oh, the
Yeah,
master
just-
bathroom. Oh, okay. So I thought the master's on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
You sleeping with it now?
He's got it. Oh, of course, ladies first.
Did you guys get to interrogate that thing, or?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. It's He will wake up sometime in like the middle of the night. I'd say, yeah, probably sometime around midnight-ish. He'll start to like groggily stir.
Do you want to put him in another room if we're going to interrogate him?
You can interrogate him in the bathroom. I don't see why not.
We're gonna waterboard
That's
this bitch.
That's our nice bathroom. You guys really want to get all that blood in there?
It's not my bathroom.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, he hears y'all talking about that, and he says, "I would prefer not to bleed anymore." Except for you all like hear it eerily, like in your head, and not with your ears because he doesn't have a mouth.
So you know how? Has anybody seen Lost?
Yeah.
And there's that guy that's like known for like torture and stuff with like the bamboo shoots under the fingernails. That's what Cthulhu's going for. So we're gonna torture this guy until he tells us what we want to know. And now that Cordova's not here to talk me down, and Nars is gone, I can do what I want.
I'll look over at Cthulhu and just be like, just don't make a mess.
And he goes into the bathroom and like makes eye contact with you the whole time while he closes the door.
Let's see. I want to be able to give you as much information as possible. Okay. All right. So
no, he does that thing from Pulp Fiction. No, Reservoir Dogs, where he turns on the music and like cuts the guy's ear off. But that I forgot what song it was in the background, but that's totally what's happening.
Stuck in the Middle with You by Steelers.
Exactly. That's basically what's happening right now.
I say you can't find an ear because he is faceless, so you just like cut off a chunk of
where his ear should be. Yeah, exactly. With my War Razor, my +1 War Razor.
He squirms and he kicks and he says, please ask questions. Ask questions. No more pain.
He's doing the back step. Oh, I can hear the song in my head. It's really fucked up, actually. Anyway, so why are you making yourself out to be Aldern Foxglove?
Please, the priest hired me. The priest.
What priest? And he cuts off another piece of skin.
The skin saw priest. I was telling you. Ow.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
Okay. He turns the music down a little bit so you can hear him over the screams. He like wipes off. He does like the little cat thing where he's like licking his paw a little bit. Slicks his fur back.
Him and the lady Zanisha.
Zanisha and the skin saw priest. And how long have you been being an imposter for Aldern Foxglove?
Only some 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks,
since the last time he was in town.
And his wife?
The priest told us that we should expect visitors here.
And his wife? Was she in on that too?
No. She's been in on this job. She's been on this job for some time. Aldern's real wife disappeared months ago.
So is this why you boarded up the townhouse?
Yes, he said that he wanted to leave y'all only one way of ingress, so that we could corner you, bring you into the kitchen with food, and slaughter you once we had you cornered.
Cthulhu gets really close to his face.
The food's still good, by the way. I didn't poison it. I'm a chef. I can't damage my craft. Delicious.
Cthulhu sniffs him. Like it's like if you were face to face with like a panther, basically. And so he sniffs him and looks at him and he sees like the whole Neo mouth thing. And like he doesn't puncture the skin or whatever where his mouth should be, but like rubs the War Razor on that. Like, you're a fascinating creature. Just kind of like myself. We don't see a lot of your kind around here. What are you, by the way? And he obviously knows that you're a skin saw, but that was like perception, so he wants him to say it.
They're actually called faceless stalkers.
Faceless stalker. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
My people live in the Mushfins. We were hired. We were recruited by the skin saw. And they promised us riches and prominence in society, but we would no longer have to hide in the swamp.
And I'm gonna ask, what does he know about? What is it? The 7 something?
The 7 sawmill.
No. Well, no. The people that are gonna get the house after 100 years.
The brothers of the 7.
Yeah.
Little and less. They are one of the gangs down in one of the districts. I gotta open the actual map. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the district off the top of my head. He's like they're one of the gangs down in the down in the lower districts.
Okay. Here's meta. Is like Alabaster the one that's above the whatever one we're in now? Is that like? Does it go basically by like geographic location, how slummy it gets the further down you get?
Essentially, if I can get this dang thing to open. I just want it to open in big. I'm gonna scroll all the way up here so I can look at the big map and tell you on this side. All right, so the upper parts of town, the Alabaster district, the capital, and Nous, whatever it is. Those are the richer kind of districts. Dockway is a much more industrial area, and it's lower class. That's where you'll find some of the slums, the beginnings of the slums rather, but it's mostly industrial. Low Cleft is another. It's more middle class, starting on bad part of town. Beacon's Point is where you will find Rag's End, which is one of the slummiest, most ill-reputed areas in all of Varissia.
So we'll find
Keystone isn't much better.
We'll find like mobster back alley type people there.
Yeah. Ordalia is a little more for us Alabama folks. I'm gonna say Hoover. For the Georgia folks, I'm gonna say Kennesaw. Like a little more upper class. Like this is where all the foreigners live. This is where you'll find your tabaxi. This is where you'll find all your strange races. And there are slummy areas, but for the most part, it's a little more middle class.
Okay.
And then there's Underbridge. Underbridge is underneath the Irespan, and it's just as bad as Rag's End.
I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna open the door, like crack the door, so you only see basically my snout and my like mouth sticking through it. And I'll say, Ren, do you have a heal check?
Heal spells?
Unfortunately, it's not one of my skills.
Okay. And then he'll close the door behind him, leaving that guy in there, and go downstairs and look for
Look for your shaman, Billick.
what he can do. Oh, Billick. He's out in the ladder.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go out like the back door, like Billick. Do you have a heal check?
I told you not to make a mess in there.
I didn't. And he has like blood on his face and stuff. And like, if you look in the sink, there's like basically like pieces of flesh, like he's like filleting a fish.
Yeah,
So
Musashi,
what I want to
see
do,
some blood like dripping down on the window pane on the where you're standing.
So what I basically want to do is see if like how many hit points he has, and I want to knock him out again. To like cut to black, and maybe we can wake up here or sleep here, and like if we do watches, you just have to knock this guy back out until meta next game, but we're gonna keep him alive because maybe Nars has some other questions.
Yeah, I would say with cutting on him and beating on him the way you did, like you can knock him out with a kiss. It's not gonna be difficult at all. Like kiss him
Alright,
goodnight.
Mwah.
Cthulhu's gonna just walk into the study, and it's kind of comical because he's like brushing. He's like has his index finger out looking for a book, and then he just finds, for some reason, he finds the perfect book and takes it, walks into the bathroom again, closes the door nice and softly, and then just wails on this guy with the book and knocks him out. And so, like, right on this, like, right by the door, this little desk or whatever is where you'll find a bloody book. And so,
Perception check.
Brandon's sure gonna
the
love
book
reading
is
that one.
is a leather-bound copy of the Blessings of Desna.
I love it. I love it. Chaotic neutral, by the way. And then he goes and cleans his fur and goes and sniffs the meal that they made. Do I really need to do a perception on it, or was he not lying?
Yeah, he's not lying. It's delicious, like buttered biscuits and everything.
Yeah. So then I go eat, and then I go to sleep.
I want to secure, Jeremy, I want to secure the doors and hang out in this bottom floor overnight.
Okay.
And I'll tell them, I'll wake someone up when I need replacement for watch, and I'm going to hang out. Basically, all the doors are open in the bottom area, and I'm in this room with books.
Yeah, you only have to meditate for like 2 hours, don't you?
Yep.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah, so they don't know that, but I'm just going to tell them I'll wake someone up when I need relief here.
Oh, you are an elf. So we know that you're an elf, right?
I'm not just an elf, but I have a magic item that I only need 2 hours of rest per night. So if you guys wake up in the night or something like that, you're going to find, they do, they meditate. And I do require sleep and recovery and stuff for my spells. But this ring makes me not have to worry about it. So yeah, if you guys wake up in the night, come down for whatever reason, you'll find me pacing the floor, reading.
What the fuck? Is she dead?
All right. The night the night passes uneventfully. You actually give me a perception check, Ren.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, give me a perception check. It's real good. You might hear something.
Oh, it's good.
It is good. You hear at one point in the night, and I mean, if you decide to go outside the house and investigate it, then you can, and we'll roll that there. But you hear what sounds like maybe 2 human creatures moving outside the house and like peering in through the the slats where the windows have been boarded up.
Well, that's my job.
They don't hang around for very long. Yeah, they don't hang around for very long. You only hear the sound for maybe 30 seconds to a minute before it starts to move away.
Yeah, see through the slats.
You what?
Okay, hearing this, I want to kind of stealthily move up the steps and look out the second floor windows. There's no light up here, and I'm an elf.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm actually gonna have to go to a different page to get you the picture that I want you to see. I am. I'm sorry. I have to load. All right. Not edit token. Oh, I gotta hold shift. That's right. All right. You see 2 people dressed in odd red clothing, wearing a weird one-eyed mask.
Oh, I see a skin called cultist.
Yes, you do.
Do I recognize
slinking
this
off into the
as
darkness.
a skin-clad cultist when I see it?
I mean, you probably wouldn't recognize it as that directly. You could assume, knowing what what the faceless stalker told you. But I mean, honestly, it's really of no consequence whether you know their name or not. But that is, you see two of those scurrying back off into the night.
Do I give chase? No, they'll be back. I will go and nudge you guys awake upstairs to tell you to make sure to keep your armor on. There's skulkers about.
Ooh. If you sleep in armor, then you wake up fatigued, right?
Well, that's up to you guys if you choose to do that. But I'm gonna go and let you know. Hey, there's skulkers about.
If Cthulhu, I don't know if I'm fatigued with mine. Because I wear medium.
It takes it takes actually like a special like feat that keeps you from being fatigued with armor on.
Hey, don't, Cthulhu,
Yeah, I know. What's it? Do you know what it's called?
No, not off the hand.
Hey, don't you have a mask that lets you emulate anyone's face?
Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Because I don't know that you have it, but it'd be interesting for you to just maybe step on the porch looking like Aldern, just to let everybody know Aldern's still good.
I think I might do that in the morning. Because what time is it now, Jamie, when these guys are lurking?
These guys are lurking. I'd say it's early in the morning. It's 2, 3 a.m. Because you've already done your interrogation, and everybody's gone to sleep. So 2, 3 a.m. before sunrise.
Okay. Yeah. What the fuck is this? I'm looking on my character sheet, and it's have a thing under gear, and it just says stuff. 51.8 weight.
Yeah, that's because you'll have to like kind of keep up with that a little, but that's because I didn't want to enter every individual item that you had listed in your inventory sheet on the Google Docs.
Yeah.
So I just put stuff and how much all your shit weighs.
Okay. There's my endurance.
So anyways.
And it seems you have to have special slumbering armor to be able to sleep in armor.
Slumbering armor, not like a armor training or anything. Proficiency.
No, it seems to be some kind of like modifier on your armor. There's got to be some feat or something that can let you do it, but we'll figure it out.
Is that the end of the sesh? When I wake up in the morning, everything's fine.
Y'all wake up in the morning, everything's fine. Some people watched y'all, but didn't do anything.
Do you think they saw us? Like, do we think they saw us? Do we think they saw me?
You said you were in the dark, right?
On the second floor, would have been in the dark. The bottom floor, whatever little lamplight they might have had on, where I'm reading and kind of pacing the floors. So.
Yes. They saw you, pacing. They would have seen your little lamplight and you reading.
Interesting.
The other floors, they didn't look into it. I could say they'll safely assume that there's more than just you in the house if the faceless stalkers are gone.
Okay.
But I don't think that they'll have any information on exactly who it is.
Well, I'll say that in the morning when everybody's awake, be like, I think we should maybe see what we can do about further blockading these windows.
Sounds good.
It might be too late now, but
Patrol puts on that thing and then goes out in the morning, like 6 or 7, with a cup of coffee, and does like one of the weirdest like stretches ever. Like it's kind of like a cat stretch, but like he looks like Aldern Foxglove. He's like, ugh.
Like Aldern just steps out onto his front porch and puts his hands down on the pavement and like arches his ass way up. Oh, yeah, guys.
Like, how goes it, neighbor?
Oh, that's the best thing to picture when you think about Dreams Franco.
All right, hell yeah. That was a fun one.
Oh yeah.
So I still have a shit ton about this city prepared for y'all. So you can.
Well, we got like 5 days to hang out here, so.
You do. You got lots of time. So I looked into it. There are 12 different monuments in the city. And depending on what you do, what you want, you go to each of these. One of them gets you +1 to initiative. Another gives you +1 to concentration. There's one that's +1 to the save DC for fire spells, +1 to reflex, +1 to will, +1 to diplomacy, +1 to caster and concentration checks for divine spells. That would be cool for Billick. +1 to survival, +1 to perception, and +1 to fort. And then here the two cool ones are the Indros Koi Vaidrach. Gives you a +1 to damage, and the Battle of Sharda gives you a +1 to attack. So yeah, if you go and perform their actions, then you get a boon for 24 hours, and so that'll be the boon. So
Fuck yeah.
I think we're recording.
Yeah.
I think I'll go for the +1 attack.
+1 to attack. Yeah.
I
Battle of
recorded.
Sharda.
My rolls are shitty.
That would be a cool one.